Hello and welcome back to our adventures of Duncan Egg. So, we last time did this decision and it didn't really work as we needed it to work. The reason it didn't work is probably because we don't have a house. Although, as pointed out, we could just take the 5 perk points, which actually seems pretty reasonable. Yeah, I'll take 5 perk points, that's fine. So let's just do it. Yeah, wonderful. We now have 5 perk points and we can just assign them. I'm going to get Gallant, I think. I'm going to go Household Guard, Peacemaker, Gallant. I'll grab Reduce Casus Belli cost. Ooh, and then maybe Loot and Plunder Hard Rule. Oh, Loot and Plunder then. That's fine. Okay, that works. Right, so now we've done that. You may have noticed something weird. I noticed something weird, but did you notice it? This is currently active. Now, you might be like, yeah, of course it's active. Like, you already knew it. You're waiting for other requirements. No. It's active, but we're not in this holding. Which means that it's active in a different holding. Which is odd. Until you realize that Valar actually did something very interesting. He split all of these duchies between Crownlander and Crown High Valyrian. Which means that all of these are eligible as long as the person at the top has switched to Crown High Valyrian. Which is incredibly interesting. Now, we have a ton more people in the region that we can get a hook on. In fact, we can do it for you. Who else? Let's see if there's any others in here, actually. That duchy doesn't exist. Yeah, I guess some of the other duchies probably don't exist around here. Which is actually the negative for them. Yeah. Macy's Hook? No, that's Stormlander. Okay, so I guess we can now do it with you, and you. Sorry, I want to go back to this one. So, there's actually quite a lot of places we can do this now. Now, we still need the weak hook on the person, but it means that if we do jobs in this area, all we need to do is wait till we get a job on somebody who happens to be a Duke level, and then all of a sudden, everything falls into place. So that's what we're going to do. We'll probably do a Camp Revelry as well. I'm just double checking. I don't have a hook on you. No, I don't have a hook on you. I'm trying to think of where I would see a hook most easily. I guess I would see it next to things here. I'd also see it on the screen. Yeah, nothing on you. And nothing on you. That's fine. Yeah. So, and I also still have nothing on you. But, oh, I guess we could become friends with one of them immediately. And if we become friends with them, then we can take their land. Yeah, because all I need is the same requirements, right? I need to be Faith of the Seven. Sorry, Faith of the Blessed on this one. Oh, religion's different? Well, it is for these ones. Except there is a holding which works. So that holding in the corner works. Okay. So, I need to be Faith of the Seven for whichever one we're on. I need to have a level of fame above them, which I probably will do because I am currently exalted. So that's probably going to be above all of these guys. Yep. And then, yeah, that should do it. And then I need the hook or friendship. So I could just decide what I want here, which is kind of cool. Okay. Which one do we want? Let's have a look. So does this give us the whole duchy, by the way? You'll get the duchy peacefully. Yeah, I don't know if we get the duchy or if we get the holding that we're in. That duchy is fully built up, though. Which is kind of cool. Hayford? Where's the capital in Hayford? What's your land? Oh, it's Hayford. Well, that was easy enough. Ooh, this one is a small vineyard. It doesn't have a special building, though. Rosby. Another small vineyard. And then here, you're building a large vineyard. Okay. I think I'd quite like this one. Yeah, I'd quite like Duskendale. I think. So it's Crownlander Faith of the Seven. Did you convert? You did. So we can actually go to Duskendale itself. Do this. I think. So all I need to do is befriend you. It shouldn't be hard at all. Yeah. So we're going to go to the province of Dunfort and just confirm that we're good to go here. So let's see. Oh, that was just, okay, never mind. That was the mercenary captain hired for us moving, because I still had them on. Okay. That's fine. So, that's going to take, like, a year. Alright. Let's do some camp... Actually, let's do a... castle holding... town crier... Okay. Martial duties, probably? Let's see whether... Oh, and we'll go to... Actually, I want to keep my money. Yeah. Just want to see if there's anything else we can do here. Not immediately. That's okay. Yeah, so you're... Neither of you are Duke level, so that's fine. Right. Let's do our camp revelry then. Can I have a guest of honor be him? No, I can have it be one of the Blackwater captains who's with us, but that's okay. Don't need them. Let's do a fireside chat. Let's go level 2 food, and that should be fine. Start camp revelry. Let's go. Ready to go. Can't wait. We'll see. Close that. Reopen that. Go back in here. I get a singular point somewhere. Probably defensive negotiations will be pretty useful at some point. So let's grab that. Yeah. Okay. Tales told. So this person's telling us a tale. Does he have a weapon? No. In which case, I am going to make you a makeshift mace artifact. And then I'm going to just gift it directly to you. Makeshift mace. Fantastic. He becomes very happy, and his prowess goes up. That's what we like to see. Right. Education is at an end. Scalera has finished her education. She is a skilled tactician, forder, and rough terrain expert. Fantastic. Okay. I'm seeing whether we can do anything else here. Now, we could recruit her as a spy, apparently. We don't really have a spy network. It's fine, we'll just leave her in our court for now. We have a daughter called Alice. Are we happy with Alice? I mean, Alice is fine, I guess. Yeah. What about... Let's see if any... oh, no, probably not him. Let's see if any of our... yeah, friends have family or something. Guess we could look at you. What's your sister called? Your sister is Della. Yours is Ray. You know what? You're gonna be... Yeah. Wait, I missed a letter. Yep, I did. You're gonna be Ray. That's fine. You can be Ray. It's acceptable. Obligations following childbirth. Reduce fertility for 1 year. Okay. You stand with us contract. Jane is here. We will spare a little food for Jane. Right. So Lord Wallen has just issued a contract to join ducal conquest against Lord Jacelyn. No. I'm going to say no because you're going to lose it. So we're out on that one. Back to our camp revelry. Fireside chat. You're a jester. Yeah, you can join our camp if you want to. Hire as mercenaries. Pentos would like to hire us as mercenaries in their wars. That's a lot of money they're paying up front. How are your wars going? So you're losing that one. Yeah, but you have more troops. So that's not bad, necessarily. So why are you losing? Wait. It says you're losing. Oh, I guess I was showing me it from the attacker side, not from his side. That's why he's showing him losing. Yeah, okay. Because she's occupied some holdings. But he's won the battle. Okay, what's your other war? Your other war is the Merman conquest of the city of something. So that's 11,000 versus you. We could. There is disease over there, which isn't ideal. Oh, we need a guardian for our daughter. Do we actually need a guardian here? Yes, because a maester does not act like a tutor, in that they do not act as the educator for children, if they do not have one. Okay, in which case, we shall educate our daughter. That's fine. Okay. Close that. It's 500 gold. I take my 500 gold. Let's say we can manage things from here for both wars. Okay. Let's raise our troops. Or what we have of our troops. We're gonna start making our way over here. So where's his army? That's the most important thing. So there's the enemy armies, but like, where is his army? Down here. Okay. How much does it cost us to get on the boats? 15. Yeah, okay. I was worried that the boats were gonna cost more than it costs, or than we were being paid to go to war. New martial perk. Revelry has ended. Fantastic. Okay. Camp perimeter was upgraded. Not that that matters too much. Let's grab Organized March. That'll make us go quicker. And then I'm going to lead the army. Let's go. Okay. Continuing down here. So they're fighting over there, but they're actually losing. Okay. I spend more time practicing statecraft and diplomacy, or as I spend more time practicing statecraft and diplomacy, I find myself thinking about the similarities between camp life and warfare. Reading your opponent, moves and counter moves. Keeping those thoughts to myself could give me a secret weapon to ensure I get my way. Alternatively, I could share this idea with Mistress Prunella and earn her goodwill. My wife. So we can get advanced conversational tactics. Okay. Basic, and she likes me, or simply thinking like this will be an advantage. Yeah, I'll do this. That's fine. Battle of Ideas Influence. After many nights in contemplation, I've devised a solid strategy for proving my point in a debate. I will start from a strong position. That's not quite right in terms of a sentence start, but anyway. By adopting a popular stance on a topic that is unassailable, and from that position, I will attack my opponent's arguments and point out all of their flaws. By doing this, I'll strip away all possible solutions to a problem, all except for the one I favor, that is. So that should... I think the 2 is unnecessary. I think that's I will start from a strong position. Yeah. Okay. Where's your army going? It's retreating over there. Do I want to try and like join up with you, or... Where are you going? Oh, there's another army over here. Okay, well we lost one, and we lost the other. Oh, wow. We're about to lose the other. Why? Oh, you're just about to lose the other. Okay, well I didn't help very much. Sorry, but like... I mean, I tried. Like, you know, I went there. I just... You'd already lost the war by the time I arrived. Okay, Ooh, rescue a fair subject level 2? So we could do a level 2 one. So that's for Lord Howard over here. Yeah, that duchy, unfortunately, it's not in any Crownlander land, but, you know, let's do it. I'll just travel to accept this one, that's fine. We will do a 3-2. Let's stick you in here. You in here. In here. And then you in here. Wonderful. Is this one of the first schemes since Egg's been an adult that he hasn't helped out in? That's interesting. Was speed 5. Follower gain nickname. Alice is now Alice the Compassionate. Nice. Execute scheme. Conclude contract. We have rescued her. We will say, that's nice. And that's us done there. But now we have Lord Howard. And we can get quite a lot of money from Lord Howard. Or quite a lot of provisions. I'd like the money, please, probably. Or the men-at-arms, but... I don't know. I think I'd kind of just like 100 gold. Yeah. That seems pretty good. Right, befriend. Irreconcilable differences. Irreconcilable differences? Ooh. I've been invited to Lord Dennis's grand wedding. Alright, I'll go to Lord Dennis's grand wedding. That's fine. Let's see who's here. Yeah, I'd like to diplomacy you. Yeah, let's do it. My follower's heart. So Duncan, my leader, I've met the most fetching woman here in Bluntmark. My sworn sword John stumbles as he addresses me. Her family will not let us marry without me paying a sizable dowry. Please help me. You want to marry someone called Alice? I mean, we already have someone called Alice at court, but... yeah, there you go. Whatever. Or in the camp. Right. Wedding ceremony starts. The person that I'm doing diplomacy on did actually turn up, right? I'm not entirely sure he did, but that's okay. Wedding ceremony. That's fine. They're married. Wedding banquet started. Can't get away. I know I should be mingling with the other guests, but I can't tear myself away from my friend John. I can see Alana trying to get my attention, but every time I try to excuse myself, John has me howling with laughter all over again. So that's Alana, the person who's being married. And say, what a joy to have John here. Alana, come join us. Okay. Sneak out so we can talk properly. And that would get us confider, potentially. We must excuse my friend. Let's invite her to join us. Sure. She became rivals with John. Fair enough. Speech. Speech. Well, I'm going to praise the happy couple as expected. Okay. And another thing. Every feast there's always one. Every single feast. One long-winded, ill-born pissant cornering people who just will not be silent. This time it's Alana. Well, I'm sorry the bride is being too loud at the wedding for you, Dunk. Anyway, she's both determined to pitch schemes at me and totally unwilling to commit a single idea. Instead, it's a never-ending parade of half-baked verbal vomit, slowly drowning my will to live. I'm going to scream. I mean, gently exit the conversation, say, shut up, that's very interesting, or grin and bear it. I am going to gently enter the conversation for the diplomacy perk. Nice. I forget what embassies is when you're landed. Oh, it's each alliance grants you one diplomacy when you're landed. Let's take different culture opinion. It will actually be relevant. Okay, that's fine. In awe, Lord Dennis recognized my true intellect, and he likes me for it. Okay. The wedding night starts. I still don't think the person who I'm trying to do diplomacy on is actually here. The newlyweds have taken their leave, consigned by the families to the bedchamber to consummate their union. The rest of us return to the banquet hall to make merry and celebrate. Looking across the crowd, I bask in the warmth of a happy occasion, drawing strength from the smiling faces in concord. But who is this hunched figure? The rest of the evening is mine to spend out as I wish. Potentially it's Maester Benton. I can look to the paupers. I can speak to Benton. My presence here must not be overshadowed. Looks like Dennis could do with a hand. I'll say it looks like Dennis could do with a hand. Okay. And the wedding has concluded. Alright. Cool. I failed my intent. I'm fairly certain he didn't turn up. So, that's fine. Interesting. So now what are we doing? Well, our friendship with him has failed, right? There's no way to get that friendship. It's in a poem, but it's probably not going to get us a friendship. Board games, unlikely going to get us something. Friendly game, wager fame, wager fortune. Could say for a friendly... Could ask him for a friendly game. Oh no, let's do a friendly game. Let's see how this goes. I don't know if there's an opportunity for this to lead to anything else. Okay. He opens with an obvious trap, so... Martial's countered by intrigue. Intrigue's countered by learning. Learning's countered by martial. So he is terrible at martial and is good at intrigue. So I probably want to do learning against him. Yeah. We're neck and neck. Neither of us even close to a victory. I'm going to go for learning again. Because his counter will be bad. I'm in the lead. I'm going to go for learning again. Okay, I'm going to go for learning again. Although I think I went for intrigue the previous 2 times. Yes, learning. Aha, I have defeated him. Okay, with roar of triumph I surged to my feet, scattering pieces everywhere. Once again, my intellectual superiority triumphs above all else. A desolate Addison remained seated, hands on his hunches, trying to comprehend what went wrong. Say, how does it feel to lose, little man? I'd love to play again sometime. Closer to being a friend? Closer to a friendship. Okay, I'm going to send him a poem. About... Oh, we had the family feast event again. Oh, cool. That's fine. It's still not a family, it's just lowborns. So he is temperate, cynical, and diligent. So... Let's go for a work about legacy. It's lauded. Okay. Could try swaying him. Can swaying lead to a friendship? I actually don't know if it can. I'm gonna sway him a little bit. Yeah. While we're doing that, I'm gonna go and do a passage of arms scheme. Yeah, I don't need mercenaries for it. I'll just go and do it. Right. To the bridge. Let's go with you. Let's go with you. Let's go with you. Go with you. And go with you. Wonderful. 11 days per phase, which is pretty much as good as you get. And speed 5. Learning from example. Prunella is at that age where a child absorbs everything and anything around her like a sponge soaking up water. Though present circumstances prevent me from giving her the finest of educations, the young lass seems no less eager to learn for it. Instead of the tutors and books that someone of more fixed wealth might feel entitled to, she roams the camp, shadowing my officers and eagerly assisting them with their duties. A little nudge towards someone specific would likely do wonders for focusing her efforts. I'm obviously going to point her towards egg, so let's do that. Oh, I think that's the mace I got it was telling me about, but I've already given it away. Right, passage of arms. Let's do it. Include our contract. Fantastic. We added them to a roll of patrons, and we get some money and we get some prestige. Let's head back. Let's go to this one. And we're just going to travel over there and do this one. Chop chop. I'm not going to take that event. I'm not even going to dignify it. Our wagon got stuck, so I can pick it up. And we will do a 3-2 here as well. Oh, auto-filled in everyone anyway, but yeah, it's probably fine for that one. Bound together. Jane and Omri would wish to marry. Okay. I'll permit the union. That's fine. There's a new culture which is divergent of Stormland. And here... independent ruler opinion doesn't really matter that much. But, you know, let's grab embassies. For now. We'll stay in diplomacy. Right. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's do another one. Seize the moment. Actually, days per phase was pretty long on this one. Probably should have set that manually, but anyway. Right. We've now finished that one. Got some more money, got some more prestige. Nurture. They say children react more than anyone else to the places they find themselves. It's fortunate for my daughter Prunella then that she finds herself in the company of the most hardy captains, vicious sellswords and dogged soldiers that have been able to gather. A fine environment for a young girl to grow up in, and one where she seems determined to take its many lessons to heart. Okay. She'll be a warrior one day, I'm going to say about her. She's become gregarious. That's not bad. Yeah. Also, while we're doing this, what age is your son? Son's 8. I'm going to educate your son as well. Right. That's fine. Oh, my son needs an educator. You know what? My son, he can be educated by egg. Now, do I convert my son's culture? No. No, I don't think I do. I think that's fine. Right. We can do Camp Revelry again? We just did a Camp Revelry. Oh, let's do another one. That's fine. More of that in Duskendale. That's fine. Let's go for Fireside Chat. Although befriend would be lovely if we could befriend the person whose land that we're in, but we cannot. So instead, we'll just do a Fireside Chat with that at level 3. Let's start. Ready to go. Let's reopen this. You hit somebody with something? Is that a makeshift mace by any chance? So I will do that, and then I will gift you the mace that we just made. Cool. Everyone's getting their own mace. It's wonderful. Right. Wandering off. My lord, I don't know where Egg is. It's been quite some time. Well, let's go and look for Egg. Gain the trait Hunter. Okay, gain trait experience, and his opinion of me went up. Wonderful. Okay, that's cool. Conversation in the hands. And that is why helping those in need is the reward in of itself, my Captain Jonah finishes as he takes another sip of his mug of spiced wine. I'm intrigued by Jonah's topic, but I hesitate when I overhear Eston's monologue about how conquering your fears is the most important thing in life. Well, oh no, let's get to know Jonah a little bit more. Okay. Time flies, the revelry is over, and the roaring campfire just upgraded. Nice. Okay. Cool. Right. Ooh, what's this one? Lord is fed up with Lady Eleanor of Stokeworth's rule. Well, that's a shame, because I'm not going to be strong enough to make the difference. Improvised spycraft over here for Lord Howard. Yeah, don't need to do that. Let's do a collect taxes. Right. Smaller group. Okay, so we're doing this one again. So this one is basically just pick the highest number. So we're going to go over everything in detail because we saw a well-stocked kitchen. Okay, now we're going to go to Harmon. Harmon is, he owns a pub and he has a large chest of silver. Well, I'm going to go over everything in exhaustive detail. There's Omer. Omer is runs a collection of midwives, but he has a well-stocked kitchen. So I'm going to go over everything in exhaustive detail. And Jaharis, he runs the market square, and he has a large chest of silver. I'm going to let Philip do that one. I got 3 of 4. Aye, this guy was utterly beyond reproach. They genuinely lack the coin to pay, so I say half. Fair conclusion. We added them to our roll of patrons as well. Wonderful. Okay. So I could ditch this sway at this point, and we could try and befriend maybe Eleanor Stokeworth. Now that she's of age, we could try and do that. Maybe we could steal a large vineyard. Although I think I would get... I'm guessing I'm going to get the land that I actually do the event in, but I actually don't know. Yeah. So we could try doing it over here on his land. Oh no, it's Faith of the Blessed, so we'd have to do it in Cantondale if we were going to do it here. Okay, well, you know what? We'll stay where we are, but we are going to befriend her. Let's see how this works. Yeah, I'm going to cancel my scheme. Can I do I can do a hunt, right? But can I invite the guy who lives here? Try to see whether I can invite... I can invite him, and he would say yes. Okay, that's cool. With the goal of befriending him? Let's do it. Let's, yeah, let's go with this. It's going to cost me a little bit, but I think this is happy. Right. Let's go. The right to hunt. I have no right to hunt here in Lord Addison's forest. I must purchase the rights to do so unless I want to be seen as an outlaw and a poacher. Of course, even if I were to secure the rights, I would not be allowed to bring down any animal I wish. Well, let's say he will surely allow me to hunt. Or I can purchase the rights. I'll purchase the rights. I want the hunt to be successful. Okay. It's fine. He's arrived. Let's go. Osmond died. Osmond of Buckwell. Well, it's good I wasn't waiting for Osmond of Buckwell, huh? Because he's dead. So who owns Buckwell now? Trant does. He's a Stormlander. Okay. Well, that plan's not, well, definitely not working, but luckily we have new plans, so let's try this. By the wing. I would like to hawk a duck. A moment to talk. Waiting for word from the scent hounds, the party rests in a shaded copse. Addison stands not far off. This is my chance to impress him. Lord Addison, how are you? It's not often we get a chance to talk, I open informally. He seems surprised, but not hostile to my conversation. And say, there's nothing better than a good hunt. So is he a hunter? He is, so that might work. To tame and fly a hawk is to truly live. That's because I have the hunter trait. Active social. I do pity the poor animals. I'd rather be doing something useful. We can appeal to his diligence side. Let's say I'd rather be doing something useful, of course. That he didn't like that. Okay. Illegal prey. Poachers here in the Lord's Forest. They huddle together as I ride up with my guards, making a poor job of hiding the dead stag behind them. We did not do this. Please have mercy, glorious sir. Well. Let's say... I could say, join my camp, the Lord will never find you. Oh, well, sure. Join my camp, Jaehaerys. Taking wing. Caught in a trap. As Jonah and I pad on foot over some troublesome ground, I almost jump out of my skin at the sound of an almighty yelp. I turn to see my captain, sprawled on the ground, his snare tightly choking his calf. He howls in pain. Ugh, these damn commoners, why can't they hunt like real men? I'm going to try and fix his wounds. Fantastic, we did it. And we got the duck. I am going to give the duck feather to Lord Addison. And we will continue. Okay. Well, I want to know when hunts are available, please. Tell me about that. Can I invite him on a hike? Just constantly hold events, just like, hey, what about going on a hike together? What about doing this? Artemis is unhappy about Roger's rule. Well, again, I'm not strong enough to make the difference. Thorin is unhappy about... Or no, Ronald is unhappy about Thorin. Now that one I'm actually close to being able to help with, but no. Okay. Hike. Well, actually, let's wait a few days just to make sure he's back home. Although he didn't have to move, but... Let's say I want to hold a hike in Duskendale with... No, I can't invite him. Okay, so I don't want to hold a hike then, actually. Pilgrimage, definitely not. University, definitely not. Okay, well, we'll continue chilling here. I guess I could try and find more jobs. Let's see if we can generate a couple of jobs that might help us. Martial duties. Level 2 hired muscle for Lady Eleanor. Oh, I think we're getting Stokeworth. Okay. Let's go. Band of 2. Passing through a back alley in Brickle Burn, I see a lonely child and his dog sitting in a corner behind a small wall. Here you go, Valor. I'm going to take care of John. Yeah. John's going to join my court, and I'm going to make sure he's educated. You know what? We're going to make it easy. John is going to be educated by... Actually, yeah, John. John the Chaste. Fantastic. John can be educated by John. Right. We're going to do a 3-2. It all filled in. See, that's 23 days per phase. Let's just undo this for a second. I think we can do better. Right? Because 20 days per phase seems pretty long. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, we can go down to 14 days per phase. Yeah. So this is, again, why the auto-invite agents isn't really that good. Like, it's okay. It's 17 days per phase. So, yeah, 6 days less. Like, it's fine. It gets you most of the way there, but you can optimize it more. Okay. Son learned High Valyrian. That's nice. I'm going to execute my scheme. Include my contract, which gives me a hook on her and adds her to my roll of patrons. And that's fantastic. And she paid us a lot of money as well. Well, isn't that good? The Trodden Path. I look over to see my friend John, dismounted and intently staring at something on the ground. The other entourage members have gathered around him. John looks up as I approach. Sir, there is an ant path here. Maybe a tad superstitious, but you should never cross an ant path. My great-grandmother did, and she never returned home. Alright, we'll take another path. That's fine. Right. So now I think I need to go to Cantondale. Yes, because it's the only one that's my religion and culture here. Okay. Oh, let's go. Armory break-in. Prunella and Dylan have broken into the armory. Well, Dylan hurt himself, but fortunately Prunella ran outside and grabbed the nearest adult, admitting everything they'd done. Prunella looks genuinely distraught. I don't think she'll be dishonest ever again. I mean, that's fine. You can be honest. Yeah, that's an acceptable trait to have. Okay. Courtier came of age. Durlin. Alright. So that is Gorlas and Darcia's son. Okay. Won't be missed. I'm not going to desecrate the dead. We are not going... No poaching without permission. Yep. I'm not going to accept it being hired as mercenaries. I don't want to join. And now I've arrived. Okay. Serene Stillbloom has come of age. It's a flamboyant trickster and a trained fighter. So that is Jordan Stillbloom, who is still technically just our guest's child. Although his wife and his child are not guests. They're just permanently here. Let's take my 100 gold from the Pope. Sorry, from the head of our faith. I'm not going to transcribe texts. Right. Also, I don't think I need to do this any longer, but we'll leave it a second. I'm going to do a save. I'm going to do a save in case the game crashes, because I don't want to, you know, reload the game. And, like, go back in time. And then we're going to do this. So let's just have a look. So, let's just go through everything. So, does your culture is fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You fulfill at least 3 of the... if you fulfill at least 3, you will get the duchy peacefully. Okay. Highborn spouse. No. Faith of the Seven Faith. Yes. Weak hook on Lady Eleanor. Yes, I have a weak hook on Lady Eleanor. 1 more level of fame. She is established. I'm exalted. So yes, I have that. So, this should, I think, give me the Duchy of Stokeworth. Or the High Lordship of Stokeworth. Let's see. A cold breeze accompanies the view from the camp. The plains seem endless. This is where I belong, where my people belong. I take a deep breath. I crown High Valyrian, the ruler of the Crownlander people. The mere idea disgusts me, and I know I'm not the only one. No matter where I look, I know the Crownlanders won't stay silent. It's time to take back what is ours. So, to arms now. We must prepare. Oh! That's interesting. It lies. I understand, it lies. That sucks. Okay. So, what did it lie about? Well, these are incorrect. These 3 bits are incorrect. These, I believe, should all say King Valar. That's the problem. These should all say King Valar. Ah. Well, I am going to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. Next time, we're going to reload from the previous save so I don't waste the money and prestige. We're going to go down to the Iron Throne and we're going to become friends with King Valar, the young prince. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.